Hi, everybody. Betsy Walker here. I'm excited to come to you today on a Friday afternoon. I hope you all had a great week and you're looking forward to an awesome weekend. So, I've decided to do these on Friday because it's a little better for my schedule, and hopefully, it's something you can take in and kind of think about over the weekend when you have a little bit of time and space in your life, because that's oftentimes where the only time we really have a lot of time to give to ourselves and our own bodies. And as you know, that's a big deal. I believe that we should be taking care of ourselves above all else, because how can we take care of others if we aren't taking care of ourselves, right? So today, I want to talk about a topic which is kind of near and dear to my heart, because I see so many people struggling. They get on this weight loss program or this, they hire a trainer or they join a gym or whatever. And here we are in March, and oh boy, it just didn't work out, right? I see that a lot. And you might actually be on your way to having some results, but are they really the results that are going to keep you going long term? So that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about long-term results. I want to talk about phenomenal results for your health, which actually leads into a happier, more joyful life. It can change marriages. It can do so many things if we have our health, right? We have our energy, we have our confidence. All those things are so important, and they're all integrated together, which is why I like the holistic approach to health coaching. So, you have to look at, okay, what are my goals, right? And what have I done? So first of all, you have to have a specific goal or objective, or else, you're just kind of saying, oh, I wish, and a wish is not going to get you anywhere. Except for like maybe frustrated down the road, right? And you want to make your goal as specific as possible. We've all heard this, right? But when I'm talking specific, I'm talking really nailing it down to why you want what you want and make that the goal, right? So it's not, I just want to lose 10 pounds, or I just want to, I don't know, feel healthier. What those are too general, right? So we want a specific goal and why we want that goal. So I was recently in a group where of athletes, just everyday athletes, and asked, what is it that keeps you going? What makes you want to go to the gym when you don't want to, and whatever. And so many of the people, they had just, many different answers, obviously, because everybody's motivated differently. But there were things like, I just want to be around for my kid when he graduates from high school, and I want to be there for my children, or I want to feel like I am strong and I can do anything in my work and my life, and I'm not limited. So there's very specific things that people want. And that's where you need to go. And that's one thing that sometimes you need, just need a little bit of feedback to help you get to that point, because you have to keep digging deeper. Why do you want this? Well, okay, that's great, but why do you want that? Just keep going down the road there. You have to also be willing to explore a lot of options, be open, right? So if your mind is saying, well, I can't do that because of whatever, well, there's always some block there. It may be financial. It may be something that somebody told you in the past, and you have that record playing in your head. So, and that's part of the coaching process. Sometimes we have to break through those blocks, right? So that we are open to things that maybe we didn't see before. And you have to look for support and guidance, right? And the support and guidance you get can be a coach or a friend or whatever. They have to be compatible with your needs, because what's good for one person isn't good for another. So you really have to figure out, okay, what do I need? Do I need somebody to hold my hand, and really show me the way? Or do I just need somebody to set me straight and check in every once in a while? Or, what is it that you need for your body and where you're at right now? And you want to have, you want to be results oriented. So whether you're working with a coach or yourself, you have to look, okay, what are the results I want? You have to do, assess where you're at, document it, implement something for a while, keep doing it, and then reassess, right? So that's a process that I use all the time. is, everybody will tell you in my classes, in my coaching, we're always assessing and reassessing. You don't know whether you're doing the right thing unless you do that. So everybody's different and we all need different things. So unless you're assessing and reassessing, you're wasting your time. You might feel a little better, but in terms of getting what your objective, you may not get there. So I just wanted to those are 4 things that are really important. So knowing your goal or objective and making it as specific as possible, being open to explore all options, and if you aren't, you need to work with somebody to help you get open to all options, right? And look for somebody that's compatible with you in terms of a support system. You always need a support system, no matter what. Everybody needs a support system, whether it be a coach, a friend, who are you going to turn to when you just don't want to do it anymore, right? You need somebody to pull you back up. And then be results oriented, assess and reassess, make sure that you're getting results. Okay. So those are 4 of the most important things I wanted to share with you all today about, getting results in terms of your health and fitness. All right. So I wanted to add a few other things, in terms of, what are you looking for if you're going to look for a health coach? Okay. And everybody that's in the health business, we all have different tools, different certifications, all sorts of different things, right? So you have to really find the right person that you gel with, right? I may not be the right person for, somebody that's, 10 years younger than me or, 30 years older than me. Who knows? Or I might not be the person that, wants to be, guided for just a little bit and then check in, in a year, right? Yeah, I like to help people, but I want to, I'm the type of person that wants to really help you get results, right? So you have to figure out what it is that you need in those first 4 things that I talked about, and then find the person that's right for you and ask them a lot of questions, right? Because we do have different skill sets and the way we approach things, and there's no right or wrong way. It's just a different way, right? So, and you'll find there's a lot of free challenges, group programs, individual programs, like I said, you could go to a gym, you could get a trainer. There's all sorts of things right out there. So how do you know what's right for you? And you may have tried a few things and they didn't work, so you have to, again, look at the results that you want, and figure out what's good for you and your body and your stage in your life where you're at. So what I say is take inventory, right? You want to take a big inventory and just really look at things. Look at your motivation. When you lack focus, why? What kind of distractions derail you? Do you set a lofty goal and then give up because it either doesn't interest you anymore, or it became too cumbersome or whatever, or do you have self-doubt that creeps in and derails you, or maybe you get hurt or sick in the process and then you get off on a sidetrack and you don't follow through. So just really take inventory as to what you've done in the past and what hasn't worked, and don't repeat the process. I mean, you might say, well, this weight loss program didn't work for me, so I'm going to try this one. I'm going to try this diet or whatever. But it may not be the diet. It may be something else. It may be a psychological or support issue, or maybe your goal is not specific enough or whatever to motivate you. So there's all sorts of things that could come into play. So definitely don't want to repeat. That's why you want to check in with somebody to help you identify that. So the reason I'm asking you these questions, I'm hoping to cause you to think about this, because I don't want you to spend time and money and frustration in the process and then give up. Right. My goal is to have people as healthy as possible, whether I work with you or not. At some point, I hope that I touch your life and I help you in some way in any of my videos or whatever I'm doing. So I want you to know that, you can make the best choice for you, but it takes a little bit of thought and work. And then, then you're really on the path to success. All right. So I want to help in that way, any way I can. So for the last 20 years, I've looked for health solutions and I've tested so many things. I can't even tell you. Diets, exercise routines, different modalities, you name it. Just tried so many things in the mostly in the natural health world, but I've been through some of the Western medical model things as well, not only with myself, with my family members. So, and then, I've been a teacher for a long time, a coach, a mother, and an athlete. I was an elite athlete. So I have quite a bit of background in experience that I want to use to help others. And that's my goal. All right. So there's a few, let's see, I think I have 3 or 4 things here I wanted to give you in terms of how I really help people and how I'm a little bit different. So you're welcome to jump off here. If you don't want to hear this, that's fine. Not going to bother me at all. But if you want to just get a glimpse of how somebody like myself can really help you, it might be good for you to listen on. And so, the approach that somebody gives you working one-on-one or in a group program needs to be personalized, right? We're not all the same. And so I'm very excited the way I really work with people and attract people because they want something specific for them. They want the right thing for them, right? So, we need to do the right things for our body, our physiology, our brain, how we function, our past. Everything has to be specific for us. So I think that the approach I use is I use different tools to actually target what people need. So one of those tools is I use a DNA test. So a DNA test really tells you in terms of like 35 different markers, what kind of supplements you need, what kind of exercise do you need to burn the right calories or to give you the energy you need to get through your day, to help you sleep better. What kind of supplements does your body, your DNA lack that you need to add that other people don't need to add? What kind of diet is best for you for, an endurance athlete versus somebody that just wants to stay in decent shape and feel good and confident in their body. So there's totally different, goals that people have in mind, and we got to target the DNA for reaching those goals. The other thing is our subconscious mind will do whatever it takes to derail us, to keep us safe. So if we've failed in the past at anything we've tried to do, whether it's, in health related or work related or life related, whatever, that doubt is going to creep in because our brain stored it. Our subconscious stored it. And so that is a very unique way that I work with people to help release that, so you can be open to new things, so you can be open to, I can do this. And your brain gets creative in how to get it done when you've gone through you've worked through those blocks. So I have a very specific way that I help people break through that I'm telling you, it works so well and so fast that we cut off years and years of time for people that have been struggling in terms of reaching their goals. So this is so impactful, and you can't even put a price on that, in my opinion. So I do utilize, release techniques and things to support the emotional, emotional side of the equation with health and fitness. All right. And everybody is where they are based on their experience and what's happened to them. Okay. So if you have been an athlete like I have lots of injuries in my past. So many people do, right? If we did sports as a young person, or even if we went on and we were doing sports into college or even professional, we have stuff that we have in our body that we've done that we need to take into consideration. There are very few coaches out there that can handle this aspect. And because of my years and years of experience working with physical bodies in a therapeutic mode, I can do this. And this is something that I love to help people with. It is just such a integral part of what I do and I love to do. So I will take inventory with you and we'll figure out, okay, what are you missing? What things, cause your brain and body to disconnect? Maybe there's a psychological aspect to an injury that you had that makes you fearful of moving certain ways. I mean, there's just so many things that we have to take in consideration when we have issues in our body. And then just aging, right? Just normal aging. So I utilize a lot of very specific neuro retraining techniques, physical training techniques, and things that have taken me years and years of training and experience to learn. So that is something that makes me very, very unique. And it ensures that people will have longevity in what they're doing. So for an example, a lot of people, they're like, okay, I want to get fit. I'm going to go CrossFit, or I'm going to go Orange Theory, or I'm going to go to the gym, whatever. They end up hurting themselves because they just go after it. And they don't look at the ramifications of how they're using their body. Even young people do this and they hurt themselves. So it's really important that we take inventory in that regard and help you move to the right program for you and your body, and scale it as you need as you start to get stronger. So that is super, super important. And then the other thing is, in terms of what's happening in our body because of the environment. This is another area of my expertise because I have been researching a lot of natural health remedies and things in over the years, and the practices that I've done in terms of detoxing and those kind of things. I have some specific ways to reverse cellular aging. So you're like, what the heck is cellular aging? Well, what happens as our bodies get hit with pollutants and stress and all the things that we deal with, the age of our cells is actually older than our body, our years, I should say, the years. And, like I'm 53. So, but because of all the environmental crap and whatever that we deal with, my cellular age might be 63, just as an example. So I have ways to show you how to reverse that so that your cellular age is in line with your actual age, which, we actually, even though we're living longer as a society, we're not living better. Okay. So we need to actually reverse that. And we should be like, women should be, not having the struggles that they do through midlife in terms of their hormones and everything. And men should be actually being able to keep their hormones longer and build muscles longer than they are. But because of all the environmental stuff, they aren't. So we have a way to reverse that. And that is just amazing. So when you put all these elements together in terms of the personalization that I offer and this reverse aging strategy that I have come to believe is so key, it gives amazing results for people. So that is kind of how I approach things. So if you want to compare that to other people out there, I encourage you to do that, right? I encourage you to talk to people and whatever, realize they're all going to have a sales pitch and they're going to pressure you, but you may need to step back and say, okay, what is it that I need? And how do I interact? How do I does my energy connect with this person? And can this person get me the results that I want to get? And are they willing to walk with me for the long haul? A lot of these programs, they put you into a group program and you just got to kind of fend for yourself and you don't get that personalization. So I encourage you to really look for that. It's really important. So I just want to, support you all in any way I can. That's what I've always done in the group I'm broadcasting into, and then also on my page and YouTube, YouTube channel. I will put in the comments, I'll put in the comments a link to a to my calendar if you would like to book a 10-minute complimentary consult. This won't be a sales call. It's just to answer any questions you have in terms of what you might need that I might be able to help you and guide you with. And if from there you feel like, oh yeah, we need to talk further, then we could set that time up. So it's really just here to support you. I hope I want the best for everybody, especially in these really rough times that we're in. We cannot leave out this aspect. We have to take care of our health. We have to work on our immune system. We have to do what we can to survive what's going on. And I believe that with all my heart. So I want to encourage you to think about these things over the weekend and really take some time for yourself. Look at where you want to be with your goals and how would that affect your life? What kind of joy would you have in your life if you had health? So, there's people think, okay, well, if I'm joyful all the time, then my health will get better. Well, but you have to put the work in and have good health to have a joyful life. So it's kind of like a circle, right? And there's so many other things that come out of that, right? I love seeing the results that people get that are in all sorts of areas of their life just because they've worked on their health. All right, everybody, I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Enjoy some time off and take care of yourselves. All right, bye for now.